Hello, you guys. Miss Steele here. I thought that for today we could talk about lines. We've talked about lines before, but I thought we could take a whole nother week to review all different types of lines and how we use lines in our artwork. So, lines are really a basic in art. We use lines all the time. Really, anytime we're drawing something, we're using lines. Understanding lines and different type of lines will in return make us better artists. So our first line that we're going to try out is a pretty basic one, a straight line. Like that. What you can do now is hold out your finger and try to draw a straight line with your finger. What you can do now is you can try to go find a pencil or a marker or anything you can hold in your hand that you would draw with and try to draw a straight line in the air. All right, after our straight line, let's try a wavy line. A wavy line goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth to make it a wavy line. What you can do now is you can start to draw. I'm going to go over it one more time just so you guys can see. I go. You can use your finger and try to draw a wavy line in the air, going around and around like waves. What you can do now is pick back up your pencil or your marker or whatever you have that you can draw with and try to draw one in the air. A wavy line, following that wavy shape. Awesome job, you guys. Let's move on to a whole nother line. Let's do a zigzag line. To make a zigzag line, you draw a line and then you go the other way. Draw a line other way, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. And you want it to be sharp. So then you draw sharp turn to make your zigzag line. What you can do now is try to draw a zigzag line in the air using just your finger. Let's try it again. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. What we can do now is pick back up our pencil or our marker or whatever we have that we can draw with, and we can try to draw our own zigzag line in the air. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. There are so many different types of lines. We have a straight line, a wavy line, a zigzag line. I think for our last line, we're going to do a curly line. So let's try that. To draw a curly line, you go around and over and around and over, almost like you're drawing a circle, but spread out. What I do is I go around, up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around. So again, to draw my curly line, I like to go down and around. Almost like you're drawing the number 6 a bunch of times. So, what we can do now is we can try to draw a curly line using our fingers in the air. And you go curl, curl. To draw your curly line. Let's do it one more time. A curl, a curl, curly line in the air with our finger. What we can do now is we can pick up our pencil or our marker or whatever we have to draw with so we can get comfortable with it. And instead of drawing it in a paper, we're going to draw it in the air again. So you can go around and around and around to draw a curly line. You guys did great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all of these one more time, maybe in a different color. Maybe we can use blue this time. So you guys can see how I draw my lines one last time. For a straight line, we just go straight down like that. For a wavy line, we go around and around to make our wavy line. For our zigzag line, we go down and over, making sure that our zigzag's super sharp. For our curly line, we go down, up, over to draw our curly line. You guys did a great job. I will see you guys in the next video where we will use our lines to make our very own artworks. We're gonna add in a straight line, wavy, zigzag, and maybe even a curly line. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, your evening, your afternoon, whenever you're watching this.